Life often waits on no one. And yet, so many believers pause when God says go. We hesitate when He calls us to move. We negotiate when He commands us to obey. But here's the truth. Delayed obedience is disobedience. Every time you postpone a step of faith, every time you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," you are saying no to the God who said, "Now." We don't lose time when we delay. We lose destiny. Because every postponed act of obedience costs something eternal. When God gives an instruction, it carries His timing inside it. His command is also His calendar. Think of Abraham. God said, "Leave your country, your people, your father's house." He didn't say, "When you're ready." He said, "Go." When Abraham moved, promise unfolded. If he had delayed, destiny would have been delayed too. Every act of obedience opens the next door, but every delay locks the door you were meant to walk through. And that's what so many of us don't realize. We pray for open doors while holding the key in our pocket called obedience. God's blessings flow on His timeline, not ours. And when we hesitate, we step out of sync with the rhythm of His will. Every postponed step of faith has a cost, and sometimes it's not money, it's moments. Moments you could have seen His glory. Moments when someone's life could have been changed through your obedience. Moments that were meant to define your testimony. Think about Jonah. God said, "Go to Nineveh." Jonah said, "No." But when he finally said, "Yes," the storm had already raged, the ship had already shaken, and lives had already been affected by his delay. When we delay obedience, we don't just slow down our purpose, we interrupt God's purpose for others. What if your delayed obedience is holding back someone else's deliverance? What if your hesitation is keeping a door closed for a generation waiting behind you? Obedience is never personal, it's always generational. Every time you delay what God said, eternity feels the ripple. Satan doesn't need to stop you, he just needs to slow you down. He whispers, "There's time. You can do it later. You're not ready yet." But listen, later is the language of disobedience. While you're waiting for a perfect moment, the enemy is stealing perfect opportunities. While you're analyzing God's command, he's anesthetizing your courage. The devil knows delayed obedience weakens conviction. The longer you wait, the quieter God's voice seems, and the louder your excuses become. Remember Lot's wife? She looked back, just a moment's hesitation, and it cost her everything. If God said move, then move. If He said forgive, then forgive. If He said serve, give, speak, or trust, then do it now, because there's no victory in delayed obedience. Real faith doesn't wait for comfort. It acts on conviction. It says, "God, I don't see how, but I'll step anyway." The Red Sea didn't part when Moses believed. It parted when he moved. The walls of Jericho didn't fall when Israel planned. They fell when they marched. Miracles always follow motion. If you want to see heaven's power, you must take heaven's pace. Faith delayed is faith denied. When God speaks, your yes should not have a pause between command and action. The moment you say, "Yes, Lord," and step forward, heaven moves with you. What has God told you to do that you've delayed? What assignment have you put on hold because fear whispered louder than faith? It's time to move. It's time to obey. It's time to stop praying for confirmation when you already have a command. Every delayed step of faith is a stolen moment of purpose. Don't let procrastination rob eternity of what God planted in you. Say, "Yes, Lord." Not later, not soon, but now. Because when you obey now, heaven opens now. When you act now, faith grows now. And when you move now, eternity shifts. Delayed obedience is disobedience, and every postponed step of faith costs something in eternity. Don't delay your destiny. Obey today. Thank you for joining me today. If this message was a blessing to you, please leave a comment below. And don't forget to follow this page for more faith messages such as this. And please share with your friends and family. If God said it, do it now.